Hello guys and welcome back. This is Pete Dahlgren again, and we're building a jet. We're building a Mears-Miles F86. Now what I want to show now is the result of the sanding. I did find a spot that does need some attention, but this is the result of blocking it out with 400 grit and repriming, because I did find some spots and they're right in here, and so I had to put in some more filler, and I opted to fill this side. Now just because you block it doesn't mean a whole hell of a lot. This is wet yet, but you can see she's straight as a gunshot, but I have some spots that need to be knocked down, like right in here, and they will show up. So again, I've got a flat spot in the middle of the fuselage that I'm going to address, and I'm going to do it with a little bit of filler, and that's fine. And this is just me being picky. I got a spot back there that I really don't like, and I found it, and it's kind of pissing me off. But anyway, the thing is, I'm going to have to fill that dent. I don't know how it got there. I don't know how I overlooked it, but I surely did. So anyway, I'm going to spot putty that in, prime it, and block it and sand it out. It's all you can do, and you can find this stuff in there, but I wanted to show you. I've done this part of it, and it shows you basically what this process is doing. Okay, this is extremely messy, but it's going to show you every bit of your flaws and everything else that's in there. And to get that done, there's spots that are just going to have to be spot primed, and you're just going to have to do it in order to get it perfect, and that's fine. Not going to hurt anything. We're not adding a lot of weight to it. We're sanding a lot of this back off. Now, a lot of guys are asking me why I'm doing this and not getting that done at the same time. Well, the reason being for it is, this took me a week to get this glassed, and I have other things that need to be done that I have a lot of details in this fuselage that are going to require a lot of time, a lot more than that does. That is a walk in the park compared to what's going to go on in here, and I have little things that I'm waiting for actually to get in there. I've got a lighting kit that has a strobe that goes in the back, and I also need to get, there are quite a few other little items that go along with it that just are kind of waiting on. And the main thing is there's a lot of things on this that needs to be done, and one being is that I have the cockpit to build, so I need those done so I can actually get in and do that. I got landing gear to install, and the reason I didn't cut that out down there is because I'm putting rotating gear in it. And in order to do that, I need to make a fiberglass mold of the bottom of this here and down where the rear landing gear retracts into the fuselage. And then I'll be making those out of fiberglass and trying to match that up so I can actually glass them in and make those work. And in order to do that, I really need this done first, because that stuff takes time. When that one is curing, I'll be working on this one as well. So we're really getting started in the build at this point, but to make sure this is all good and ready to go, there's a lot of things that need to be ready to rock and roll. So as you can see, she's coming out real good, and I've been on it real hard because it's going to take months to detail this thing out, and I'm going to take advantage of all of the summertime and springtime that I can to get in and actually get this conquered. I've got a year to get this done, and it's going to be very close with everything I have planned for it and to do it. And in order to get it into Top Gun, there's just 100 billion things that needs to be done. So I'm going to be forming a checklist on everything. But if I can get this in panel lines in this and start getting things done to where I can start getting in and start putting the panel lines in 20,000 rivets, which guys, they take a lot of time. They're pretty quick compared. I'm going to be doing a mix of things. I did decide that I was actually going to in fact bolt the windows in here. I think it's going to be a really nice little detail in there when you look in there and see the actual bolts in there. And yeah, we got a lot going on. Plus I've got an awful lot of work on that interior. And so this is something that really does need to happen. And this is the main part, because the canopy still got things needs to be finished up and done and this and that. So really, once that there thing is glassed and primered, it's just simply getting it on and making a continuation of everything that's going on. And it takes a lot of time, especially when we intend to take this to Top Gun and actually compete with it. So, you know, it's that was the whole explanation of why I was doing the front, because I know it's done. I've already matched it all up over there, and it's just a matter of getting the bodywork part done on it and getting it, which I am going to start, because this is going to go over there for a while and I'm going to start working on that. So that needs to cure down and dry out for a couple days, and while that's going, I'm going to start glassing that and getting it finished up and ready to go. I've got some repairs to do in the tail cone because I picked it up by the vents and I broke them. So I've got a lot of little things to do on that as well. When I'm doing one thing, I'll be doing another, and I'm also making tailpipe mounts in there because I should be getting the engine any day. So I checked that. It's in New York right now, and actually I'm going to check the tracking on that and find out exactly where it is. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. See you in the Funny Papers.